Hi guys, so after my last haul video I actually got a lot of comments regarding that 2012 polish, and a lot of people were reporting that they were finding it a lot cheaper than it was sold at Walgreens, where it is in fact $5. I've been back since then. It is $5 a bottle, and I got so many comments of people saying they'd seen it at beauty supplies for 2 for $5 or $2.99, a lot cheaper, that I decided to go out on a little mission. And I'm fairly familiar with most of the beauty supplies in my area, but there are always a few that, I just haven't had time to check out. So I stopped by one of those. For my local viewers, it's the Family Beauty Supply, and it's in the strip mall just off of Broadway and Fremont. And they did have the 2012 polish as well as several other brands. The one downside is that they only had one of the displays, where Walgreens had two, so they didn't have exactly all of the same colors. So I did end up picking up just a few more at Walgreens, but the rest I bought at that beauty supply. And let's get to the colors. These first four are the ones that I got at Walgreens because they didn't have the colors at the beauty supply. This bright orange is called Acid Rain. This kind of bright green is called Evolution. This really dark teal is called Tomorrow. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that on camera. It may just turn out black. And then this bright blue is called Jesus Christ. And I know I said in my first video that I wasn't really impressed with the colors, but after swatching them, I really like the way that it cracks, and the polish actually looks a lot nicer on a nail than it does in the bottle. The rest of these are all polishes that I got at the beauty supply, and they were all $2 or less. Several of them were $1. So first are the 2012 polishes. This neon pink is called You and I. This neon orange is called Mercy Me, and it's quite a bit brighter, just so you guys can see in comparison to the one that I bought at Walgreens, although they are both neons. I got this neon yellow, which is called Helios, and this more just kind of normal yellow, which is called Afterlife. Then I got this blue, which is called Sea of Galilee, and that is really close to the Jesus Christ Superstar blue. But, I'm not sure if that even will show up on camera, but they are two different colors, obviously, with two different names. And then this darker sparkly blue is called Typhoon. Then I got neon green. This is called Extraterrestrial. And kind of a medium lavender, and this is called Prayer. And you guys can see, obviously, there's kind of a religious tone to all these colors. They also had some of the Kleancolor crack polish. I've had some requests to swatch these, and I hadn't seen any before. I picked up the green crackle and the blue crackle. And these are another one that's kind of cool when they make the stem to the brush look crackled. Also makes them easy to pull out of the drawer, although I actually have all my crackles together in one drawer. This next brand is called NK Nail Enamel, and this first one is called Green Apple. And I'm interested to see when I wear it. I mean, looking at it on the brush, it looks like it might be opaque, but usually colors like that are kind of sheer, so I'm hoping I won't need too many coats. This one is just called Turquoise. And then I got three that I hope you can see on camera. They're all quite dark. This first one is called Charcoal Navy. It's like a dark gray with a bit of blue in it. This second one is called After Dark, and it's like a really dark kind of aubergine color. And this last one is called Metallic Noir, and that's just a straight up like gunmetal gray. And then, it's quite a big haul. They liked me in there, even though these are so cheap. This last brand is called Ruby Kisses. And this first one, where are the names on here? This is called Black Utopia. And this is another one, I'm sorry, I really doubt it'll show up on camera, but it actually has red glitter in it. So I'm looking forward to wearing that. This is called Golden Red, and it is red with a lot of gold sparkle in it. This is called Twinkling Mauve, although to me it's really more just a basic pink than a mauve. Then I got this minty green, and this is called Tropical Green. Another dark blue. In fact, this is very similar to that 2012 color, but you know, these are just normal polishes, not crack polish. This is called Blue Pearl. And then I also picked up two glitters. This is called All Purpled Out, which is an awesome name. And this last one is called Baby Blue. And like I said, all those polishes were like $1 and $2, so the total was like $34 or something for all those polishes from the beauty supply store. So if you're in the area, definitely check them out. I am going to swatch all of the 2012s as well as the Kleancolor Crackles, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so before we get started here, just wanted to mention, since I forgot to mention in the first part of the video, on my nails is the blues and purple water marble that I just uploaded, and there is annotation in the corner and also a link in the information box if you'd like to check out that tutorial. Then, before I get started with my new colors, I had several people comment to the effect that with 2012 polish, unlike other crackles, that it cracks more with the thicker coat. So I thought I would do the combination I showed last time of Savina Money Tree with 2012 Crucify on top. And on this first nail, I'm going to do just as thin of a coat as I can. And on the second nail, I'm going to try and kind of get it on there a lot thicker and see what the different cracks look like, so that I know which is the best for all my new colors. So I'm just going to hold that like that, and you might have to speed this up a little bit for the second nail. Alright, so I've edited out the drying time, and as you can see, as I initially thought, the one with the thinner coat definitely gave more crackles than the thicker coat. So I don't know if those couple people that told me that just had a different experience. I mean, sometimes even within the same brand, different colors crack differently, but I think for these swatches I will be sticking with the thinner coat. To get started with the swatches, I decided to do some of the neons over both a black and over a white, just so that you can see if they are in fact opaque enough to handle a dark base color. So I'm going to start out with the Neon Pink 2012, and this is called You and I. And for all the colors where I'm using a black and a white base, I'm just using my basic Wet n Wild black and white, black cream, and French white. And those are just very cheap and opaque, so they're kind of my go-to black and white. So I'm just going to, like I just said, keep with a fairly thin coat to get the right good amount of crackle, and apply the pink over the white and black here. Next on the wheel, and I did record, by the way, a nail wheel, you know, kind of FAQ, so I'm not sure which of these will get uploaded first, but I will include a link to that also in the information box. Next on the wheel is this orange, which is Revlon Tangerine, and on top of that I'm going to be doing the 2012 Acid Rain. And since I did have two neon oranges, I decided to do only the lighter, brighter of them over the black and white. And for this one, see how it looked with kind of a tone-on-tone with the same color. So, there we go with the orange on orange. Next up, which, as I said, is my second neon orange. Here we have Mercy Me. And it is more like a highlighter orange that you would think of than the Acid Rain. And I'll just go ahead and apply that over the white. And you can even see there next to each other how much brighter it is, especially on camera. And over the black. And that is really very transparent over the black, but it may pull itself together a little more as it cracks. And the next neon that I have is the neon yellow. This is Helios. And this is one I was particularly concerned about because, as you may know, yellows in general are often very, very sheer and require a lot of layers or a base coat of white. And so be interesting to see how this goes over the black. I'm assuming it will be awesome over the white, but the black is the one I'm really curious about. Next on the wheel is, what is this here? Wet n Wild Collecting Pollen. And on top of that, I'm going to be doing the yellow that's called Afterlife. And I'll go back around the wheel so you can see the first colors that I did after they're completely dry. And I tried not to do all just tone on tone. Some of them are more interesting combinations, but for this, I thought a yellow on yellow would be kind of bright for the end of summer. Pretty soon I'm going to be ready to move on to more fall shades. On the wheel here, this blue is Ruby Kisses Blue Pearl, and that is one of the new brands that I just picked up. It was a little bit thin on the application, but this is 3 coats and you can see it's a pretty nice color. And over that I'm going to be doing Evolution. So just put that on. And if you do purchase these 2012 polishes yourself, you may want to open up the bottle, look at them while you're in the store. Some of them look like they've been opened and not closed very tightly, and the color is already starting to, you know, dry out and clump up. Some of them have really bad brushes inside, so definitely look at them before you purchase to make sure that you're getting a good bottle. Next I'm doing the neon green, which is Extraterrestrial. And here we go over the white and over the black. These next couple I hope show up okay on camera. I decided to do a dark base My base color is this Metallic Noir, which is from this NK nail enamel line. And that went on really nice, opaque, and almost just one coat. And over that, I'm going to be doing this dark color from 2012, which is called Tomorrow. So I hope you can see this on camera, because they're both pretty dark colors, you know, like a dark teal on top of metallic gray. Alright, so apparently I'm rambling because my camera just cut me off and I had to clear the memory card and reset my camera and all that good stuff. So I'm going to just try and pick up where I left off. Next on the nail wheel here, we have Charcoal Navy, which is also from that NK Nails. And on top of that, I'm going to be doing the blue Jesus Christ Superstar. And I think I've mentioned in some of my other vids, I'm just using my old Canon SD600. It's a digital camera. It's not designed to do video, although it does pretty good video. But it will only record up to 10 minutes at a time. So when I get to rambling, I know it because I get totally cut off. Next on the wheel here is Revlon Gumdrop. And on top of that, I'm going to be doing 2012 Sea of Galilee. And since I know for a fact I've already gone over 10 minutes, I guess this is going to be another one of those kind of longer videos. And I hope that most of you guys don't mind. You know, I get a lot of comments that you guys enjoy seeing the crackle swatches. So I'm perfectly willing to keep doing them. And if you don't like seeing swatches or you don't like this long of a video, bye. What are you still doing here? Nobody's holding a gun to your head. You don't have to watch or like every single one of my videos. This pink here is Twinkling Mauve, and that's from that Ruby Kisses brand. On top of that, I'm going to be doing 2012 Typhoon, which is my darkest blue. You know, as much as I would love to please everyone all of the time, I mean, that's just not going to happen. If all you want to see is the tutorials and you don't like seeing these swatches, or you don't like the polish and motion videos that I do, then, I mean, skip them. You don't have to watch every single video from every single channel that you're subscribed to. I mean, who has that much time? This green is Tropical Green. This is also from the Ruby Kisses brand. And to get a lot of contrast, I'm actually going to be doing 2012 Prayer on top of that, which is like a lavender purple. And, yeah, like I was saying, you don't have to watch or love every single video. I mean, I have a lot of subscriptions that I don't have time to watch even every video that I do see that I want to watch. So, if I see one I'm not interested in, I'm just going to skip it. You know, you have to manage your time well for you. These last two colors on the wheel here, the blue is Revlon Blue Lagoon. It's kind of, sorry, bad camera angle there. And the red is Ruby Kisses Golden Red. And I'm going to be doing the Kleancolor Crackles on top of those. On top of the blue, I'm going to be doing the Blue Crackle. And just as I open this bottle, I can tell that there's like some dried polish around the neck. You know, that's not necessarily a bad sign, but just be sure not to get any of those crusties inside the bottle, or they can affect the finish of the polish, you know, if the dry bits get in with the liquid. And then over the red, I'm going to be doing, you know, this is labeled as the Green Crackle. It's really kind of a teal color, in my opinion. And that also has kind of a bit of dry crusties around the neck of the bottle. So, I'm going to apply that. And these are both going on very smooth. And just looking at them, I can see they're drying very slowly. So they may need some time to crack to their full potential. I certainly hope they crack some. But since we're back at the beginning of the nail wheel, I'll just do a quick review, and maybe by the time we get back around they'll be dry. Here we have the Neon Pink 2012, the darker orange. These two are the Neon Orange. And, you know, over the black, you can see it, but it doesn't really come out neon. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. Here's the Neon Yellow, and over white, that's looking really good. Again, over black, it showed up more than I expected, but it's not really giving off that neon color. Here's the plain yellow over the lighter yellow, and I think I might have gotten a thick coat on there, if you can even see that contrast on the camera, but I basically got just one big old crack on there. This is kind of the medium-ish green, and that also, I think I could have used a lighter base color for it to really look the same color that it is in the bottle, but it did hold its own over a darker base. Here's the Neon Green, and over the black, I mean, it doesn't look neon at all. Over the white, it's very neon, but on both of these nails, it did not crack very well, and I know on that one I did pretty thin coat, so that may just be a symptom of a neon crackle. I mean, this brand is the first neon crackles that I've dealt with, so, I mean, regular polish that is neon is difficult to work with sometimes, so seems to carry over to the crackles. This was the dark teal crackle, and you might not be able to see that on camera either. It crackled pretty well, and come to think of it, it might look nicer with some top coat, so I'll take some pictures that way and include them at the end of the video and in the blog post. And here we have the two blues that were very similar. This is actually the lighter one, but it looks darker due to the base color. This was my kind of medium middle blue, and this was my darkest blue. And I like the way that crackled, but I think the kind of frosty finish of that pink polish maybe was a negative, because, I mean, it's almost, the base color almost looks purple, like the crackle left behind a residue. So that's kind of weird. Maybe beware crackling over frosty polishes. Here is the purple over the green, and here we are back again at the Kleancolor, and they're still not doing anything. So I'm going to leave them here for a while. I'm going to let them dry a little bit, and then I will either cut right to it or speed it up, do like a little time-lapse thing. It's very barely starting to crack at the tip of the blue, if you can see there. Yeah, I think I will try and do a time-lapse on those, and sorry about those little smudges. That's my finger from picking up the nail wheel. But I'll just let those dry for right now. Like I said, speed it up. I let that run to the end of what my camera would take, so I let it go for a couple minutes, and you can see the blue is actually cracking up a lot like the Kellier would crack. This darker green is still not cracking much at all. I thought I did the coats pretty similar evenness and thickness. So I will leave the green a little longer, but I'm not going to record it drying. And I'll just include, like I said, some pictures at the end of the video and in the blog post of what this looks like when it finally dries the rest of the way. Because you can see it's cracked on this side of the nail and barely at all on this side. And what the others look like with some top coat on top of them. So I hope that all makes sense. I hope those of you that like these kind of videos enjoyed it. And as always, thank you guys for watching.